In the bustling city of Lagos, Nigeria, lived identical twin sisters, Amaka and Anuli. Known for their striking resemblance, the sisters were inseparable. They shared everything: dreams, secrets, and a close bond that seemed unbreakable. However, their story would soon take a dark and unexpected turn. Amaka and Anuli were born into a family of modest means. Their father, Chief Is, was a hard-working man, while their mother, Ngozi, was a dedicated homemaker. The twins had grown up with values of honesty and integrity, instilled by their parents from a young age. As they grew older, their paths diverged, but their love for each other remained strong, or so it seemed. Amaka was the more reserved and studious of the two. She pursued a career in law, driven by a passion for justice and a desire to help others. Anuli, on the other hand, was outgoing and adventurous, often seeking thrills and excitement. She found herself in the world of business, quickly rising to prominence due to her charm and savvy. Despite their differences, the sisters supported each other's endeavors. However, a wedge began to form when Anuli entered into a business partnership with a wealthy entrepreneur named Mr. Ode. Anuli was thrilled with the opportunity, believing it would bring prosperity to her and her family. Amaka, ever cautious, warned her sister to be careful and to thoroughly investigate Mr. Ode's background. Anuli brushed off her concerns, confident in her ability to handle the situation. Months passed, and Anuli's business flourished. She seemed happier than ever, often showering her family with gifts and expensive outings. But beneath the surface, trouble was brewing. Unbeknownst to Anuli, Mr. Ode was involved in illegal activities. When rumors of his shady dealings began to surface, Amaka grew increasingly worried. She decided to investigate on her own, using her legal skills to dig deeper into Mr. Ode's past. One fateful evening, Amaka uncovered the truth. Mr. Ode was not only involved in money laundering but was also using Anuli's business as a front for his criminal operations. Shocked and horrified, Amaka knew she had to confront her sister. She went to Anuli's apartment, determined to reveal the truth and save her sister from impending disaster. However, when Amaka arrived, she was met with an unexpected sight. Anuli was sitting in her living room, looking anxious. Before Amaka could speak, Anuli confessed everything. She had discovered Mr. Ode's illegal activities and had been coerced into silence, fearing for her life and the lives of her loved ones. Anuli admitted that she felt trapped and didn't know how to escape the situation. Amaka listened in silence, her heart aching for her sister. She reassured Anuli that they would face this together and find a way out. But as they began to devise a plan, they were interrupted by a loud knock at the door. It was Mr. Ode, flanked by two intimidating bodyguards. He had discovered that Anuli was planning to expose him and had come to silence her. In a tense confrontation, Mr. Ode revealed that he had been monitoring Anuli's every move. He knew about her plans to betray him and was prepared to take drastic measures. As the situation escalated, Amaka stepped forward, revealing that she had gathered evidence against him and was ready to go to the authorities. Mr. Ode's demeanor changed. He realized that the twins were more formidable than he had anticipated. In a desperate attempt to salvage the situation, he offered them a deal: stay silent, and he would ensure their safety. But Amaka refused, knowing that justice had to prevail. With a sudden burst of courage, Anuli joined her sister, standing firm against Mr. Ode's threats. In a dramatic turn of events, the police, who Amaka had secretly contacted earlier, arrived just in time. Mr. Ode and his accomplices were arrested, and the twins were safe. But the story didn't end there. The aftermath of Mr. Ode's arrest brought a new set of challenges. The media attention from the trial brought scrutiny to Anuli's business, damaging her reputation. Clients distanced themselves, and partners withdrew from deals, fearing association with a criminal case. Anuli's once thriving business was on the brink of collapse, and she faced financial ruin. The tension between the sisters reached a breaking point. Anuli felt overwhelmed by guilt and shame, blaming herself for dragging her family into the mess. She became withdrawn, avoiding public appearances and refusing to speak with anyone outside her immediate family. Amaka, though equally distressed, tried to remain strong for her sister, but the strain took a toll on their bond. One night, the tension erupted into a heated argument. Anuli, struggling with feelings of anger and despair, lashed out at Amaka. She accused her sister of being judgmental and unsupportive, of being the perfect sibling who always did everything right. Amaka, hurt and frustrated, defended herself, arguing that she had only ever tried to protect Anuli and that they were both victims of Mr. Ed's deceit. The argument became heated, with harsh words exchanged. Anuli accused Amaka of never understanding her ambitions and risks, while Amaka chastised Anuli for her reckless decisions. The sisters, who had once been inseparable, found themselves on opposite sides, their bond seemingly shattered. As the trial neared its conclusion, the sisters had to make a difficult decision. The defense offered Anuli a deal. If she testified against Mr. Ode and admitted to her involvement, she would receive a reduced sentence and avoid a lengthy trial. Amaka, understanding the potential consequences, advised Anuli against it, believing it would tarnish her reputation forever. But Anuli, feeling cornered and desperate, saw it as her only way out. On the day of her testimony, Anuli faced the court with a heavy heart. She looked at her family in the audience, their faces etched with worry and sadness. As she began her statement, she hesitated. In that moment, she realized the gravity of her actions, not just her involvement with Mr. Ode, but her betrayal of her family's trust and her sister's love. With a deep breath, Anuli decided to tell the truth. She confessed to being initially unaware of Mr. Ed's illegal activities but admitted to staying silent out of fear once she knew the truth. She expressed deep remorse for her actions and apologized to her family and the court. Her honest confession was met with a mix of relief and sorrow. The court, recognizing Anuli's cooperation and her role as a coerced participant, showed leniency. She was given a lighter sentence, including community service and a fine. Mr. Ode, on the other hand, faced a lengthy prison term for his crimes. Using her experience to educate others about ethical business practices and the dangers of deception. Amaka, too, grew from the experience. She became more empathetic, understanding that even the best intentions could lead to unintended consequences. She continued her work in law, now more passionate about fighting corruption and injustice. Together, the twins emerged from the shadows of betrayal, their bond strengthened by the trials they had faced. They understood that trust was fragile and that forgiveness was a powerful tool for healing. In the end, they found a renewed sense of purpose, determined to build a future based on honesty, integrity, and the unbreakable bond of sisterhood. Moral of the story: trust is the foundation of any relationship, and betrayal can have far-reaching consequences. However, through honesty, communication, and forgiveness, even the deepest wounds can heal. It is never too late to make amends, and the path to redemption often starts with the courage to face the truth. Thank you so much for joining us and supporting our channel. If you enjoyed this story, please tap the like button below. And if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so that you will not miss out on our future exciting stories. Until next time.